Dude, I've been stressed about money lately. Everything's pricier. And when I'm low on cash, I just can't think straight. I hear you. It's wild how our brains react when money feels tight or prices soar. Let's talk it through though. Imagine you have just $20 to last the week. Your mind zooms in on that problem. You keep thinking, how will I pay for gas or food or other things like the dentist appointment and long term plans? They get pushed back. Psychologists call it tunneling, and it's basically tunnel vision caused by scarcity. You focus so hard on urgent needs that you might neglect bills or opportunities outside of that funnel. Scarcity forces priorities. It can even give a short term boost in focus, so you become very resourceful with that $20. But here's the catch: handling everything with so little mental breathing room is exhausting. It taxes your mental bandwidth, your energy, so that there's less brain power left for other tasks. Ever tried to study or work when you're worrying about money? It's tough. One study found that constantly stressing over finances can impair your thinking as much as losing a whole night's sleep. No wonder we sometimes make weird or dumb decisions when we're broke. It's not because we're suddenly bad decision makers, it's that our mind is overloaded and running on fumes. In those moments, a bad decision isn't about incompetence, it's about a tired brain that's focusing on survival. Ah, so that explains why I forgot to pay a bill. Exactly. Scarcity creates this background anxiety that constantly interrupts your thinking. You might find yourself replaying the same worries over and over. It's like having too many browser tabs in your head. You're in the middle of something, then, ah, the bills are due, and you lose focus. The urgent bill or empty fridge becomes the only thing you can think about, crowding out everything else. You're always calculating, if I pay this, can I afford that? It's draining and makes you view of the future short-sighted. We start borrowing or taking short-term risks just to get by, like putting expenses on a credit card or taking a payday loan. It solves the problem today, but it creates more chaos tomorrow. It's a vicious cycle. Being short on cash forces decisions that keep your mind short on cash. As one team of researchers put it, being in a scarce situation itself can nudge people into things like overborrowing. Not simply bad personality or laziness, but the situation driving the behavior. What about risk taking? Sometimes I feel like I'm super cautious with my last little bit of money, and other times I'm just screw it. Buy the lotto ticket. Great point. Scarcity can swing our risk behavior in opposite ways. If you just have a tiny bit more than what you need, you'll guard it with your life. You avoid risks because losing that little cushion feels disastrous. But if you're below what you need, you can't cover rent at all. You might say, to the heck of it, screw it, and take a gamble. It's like when you're barely staying afloat, you cling to the raft. But when you're already sinking, you might try a bold swim to shore. Okay, makes sense. Now, what about inflation? Lately, everything costs more. Inflation is basically when your money's value shrinks. You get less for the same $10 you did last year. And people definitely change their habits when prices climb. When costs go up, folks start looking for ways to save. They cut back on non essentials. They dine out less and cancel unused subscriptions. They delay big purchases. Buying a home. No chance. They hunt for deals and trade down. Bargain detectives. Little substitutions like that add up. People get creative. Carpooling, growing vegetables at home, you name it. I've definitely been doing some of those. I literally am eating one meal a day to save money. Everyone is trying to adjust. In fact, our entire mindset shifts to value mode. The average shopper today is more price aware than a couple years ago. In short, inflation makes people rethink what they buy, when they buy it, and how much of it they can afford. It's interesting how much of this is perception. Do people often get inflation wrong? Inflation can feel like someone sneakily took money out of your wallet. Emotions like anxiety, fear, or even anger can surge. Many people start pointing fingers like greedy corporations or bad government policies because we want to target our frustration. All these mental shortcuts are normal. They can lead us to overreact or underreact. For instance, if someone panics and rushes to buy goods before prices rise, it can create shortages or drive prices up further. This is what economists call inflation psychology. If we collectively expect runaway inflation, we might accidentally make it real by acting on those expectations. Think of it as a self fulfilling prophecy. Because they know expectations can shape reality, it's a tricky balancing act. Okay, this is a lot to digest. It sounds like some of these are well established and others we're still figuring out. We know inflation and scarcity significantly affect behavior and human psychology. Thanks. I feel like I understand my behavior better now. Yeah, me too. It's reassuring in a way. If you're feeling the squeeze and making odd decisions, it's not you being irresponsible. And knowing that can make it a bit easier for us to forgive ourselves for these weird decisions we might make. And zooming out a little bit, if I know I'm in a scarcity tunnel, I might step back and ask a friend for a perspective. Or if I'm freaking out about inflation because of something on the news, I'll check the actual data and maybe chill a bit because it's not that bad. We're all just trying to battle the crazy changes in economy and inflation.